Back at you with another one, Sean. And this is like my first order from Anime Export. And I ordered two figures from there. They both came in today. So I'm going to do a review of both of them. But this is my first time using Anime Export, so let's see what my experience is. I could tell you the shipping was pretty fast. Which was cool. I got it quick from overseas, so I'm very happy about that. But let's get it out of the box, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, and as you can see here, we're not going to get an inner protective box like we got with Godzilla Evolved, but as you can see here, this is the Godzilla 1954 70th Anniversary Edition. But they did wrap it in bubble wrap. So, you know, both of the boxes came in mint condition here. They're not damaged at all. So, shipping and packaging top notch so far from Anime Export, which is good. So you guys, you know, can feel comfortable checking that website out and possibly ordering a figure from them. So let's get this sucker out. Okay, speaking of boxes, wow. You know, I mean, these last two here, the Godzilla Evolved and the Godzilla 1954 special, 70th anniversary special version, the boxes are just fantastic on these. Take a look at that, how it recreates the poster. You got that nice brownish, reddish color of the poster with the red atomic breath. Always looked awesome to me. You get a nice big 70 here with Godzilla's silhouette. Godzilla 1954 70th Anniversary Special Edition. You get some absolutely beautiful pictures of the figure on the back, which is going to come with this 70th Anniversary stand. You're going to get the red atomic breath piece, which is just excellent. You're going to get these two planes right here. And you're going to get a stand. You'll get a stand for the breath. You get a stand for the plane. And, you know, you could choose to pose it with however you want. On the stand or not on the stand. With the planes, without them. But that's so cool. Of course, Yuji Sakai down here. On the side, you have a nice picture of the figure right here. And this is very nice. So let's get this out of the box and check them out. Okay, so you're going to get a special clamshell here, which is really nice the way they have it set up. You have the planes and the two extra hands right there. And then you have the atomic breath piece and the stand in the back. Pretty cool the way they set that up. And, of course, you have the Goge. Brown Goge. Chocolate Goji. So we got chocolate Goge. And, yeah, it's just, the presentation is very, very nice. You know, from the box to the clamshell. Awesome. Like, it's a positive experience ordering from Anime Export so far. Because they packed it up good. And the product is great. Great box. Cool clamshell. Let's get him out of there and see what he looks like. All right, so we're just going to show him to you right here, straight out of the box. I didn't move him or pose him yet. And the first thing that jumps out is just what a beautiful paint job on this guy. He just looks awesome. The colors, the different colors, the browns and the reddish brown tone to it just looks fantastic. It's like blended so nicely. It really, really conveys the poster color edition. And the dorsal plates are just looking incredible. I mean, this figure has a really nice paint job. Very, very nice. That's what jumps out at you right away on it. And it looks great. You can see like all of the reddish, brownish tones sprinkled in everywhere. And it contrasts so nicely with the bone colored dorsal plates with the reddish brown on them as well, and going all the way down to the bottom, almost the tip of the tail. Wow, that looks really, really nice. All right, so let's get, just to show you them out of the box, let's pose them. Let's get further into it. All right, so now this is some of the things that you're going to get with it here. You're going to get this nice stand, which you can use for the planes, as well as to hold up the atomic breath. You're going to get this nice 70th anniversary stand here that I have them on. Of course, you could make them hold one of the planes, and you could have the other plane flying at them. He's really nice, man. I mean, they really just hit it out of the park with this figure. Look at the curvature of the tail. It really, really bends nice. The legs and the tail function very, very nicely to so that you could put them into some good poses. And yeah, man, he's just chocolatey goodness. I love the colors. I love the plum color that's blended in to this with the browns, and then the bone color of his toenails, fingernails, and dorsal plates. And of course his teeth. Everything on this figure is really well done. Like, there are no negatives whatsoever at all. And I happen to like this better than the regular 54 that I have. It's very nice. You know, the minute this came out, I knew I needed it. I knew I wanted it right away. And it's cool that you get all of these accessories that come with it. So let's take a further look at them. And you could get them into some really nice poses like this with the atomic breath piece, which is really, really nice, as you can see here. It's a nice red atomic breath piece, as was in the poster color edition, you know. And looks great with the plane in his hand on the stand. Fantastic, man. I'm loving it. Yeah, that just looks great. You're also going to get another set of hands. They're like a smaller set, like a closed set of hands. And that just looks great, the way you could set it up, holding a plane, one plane flying at him, shooting his atomic breath. There's no real slot for it in the mouth. You kind of just got to balance it to make it look like he's shooting it. But how impressive is this figure, you know? Like, all of the colors just popping on it. Of course, I had seen the poster for the movie since I'm a little kid, you know? And since I've been collecting, I fell in love with the poster color version from the Bandai Premium with that big red box. I never got it. I had that on my wish list for years. I will definitely get that and review it one day. But they were a little hard to find. But that's what first got me kind of like very much into the poster color version of the 54. Was that Bandai Premium vinyl version. And when I saw this come out, I was like, wow, I just had to have it because, I mean, as you can see here, the paint job is so rich on it. It's so rich. It's so chocolatey. It's got beautiful shades of brown and plum and bone color. I just love it, man. And the functionality of it is great, too, in case you haven't noticed, you know. It's just the legs move really well, the feet move well, the knees move well, the arms move well, the head and the neck. You can look really nice and far down. You could also look up. I'll show you that. The tail moves very nicely. This is a 5-star figure from Bandai, you know. Fitting for a figure to be this nice for it to be the 70th anniversary of the edition. You know what I mean? Bandai hit a grand slam on this. It's beautiful. Everything from the look of it, the feel of it, the paint job, the accessories you get with it. Home run, man. Really, really beautiful figure. And you can see here the teeth are well done. The eyes are well done. This is a Godzilla that looks off to the side, so we all know that. You know, it's a very creepy look because he looks like he's looking down at you from any angle. You know what I mean? Kind of kind of spooky, which was, a characteristic of this 1954 Godzilla. He was pretty scary, to some regard, but very, very cool. All right, so now that's about as high up as you're going to get his head to look, which is pretty good. I also swapped out the hands for the other set of hands that comes with it, which is looks more like his traditional hands. You know what I mean? Where the other ones are like more open and ready for battle. These are kind of closed, like we're used to seeing, where they're like down by his sides and look like that. But that's yeah, that's about as high as you're gonna get it. What a fantastic looking figure, man. This figure is so sharp, you know, and really looks great. I like the mobility on the head. You could get him to look way up and way down, and you could get him into a fantastic tail off the ground pose here. Looks excellent, man. This figure has fantastic mobility in its feet, in its legs, in its tail. It just functions so well. Look at that. Look at the type of poses you could get this thing in. You get Godzilla really looking like menacing there. That looks awesome. Fantastic figure this is. Wow. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. And you could do some really, really cool things with the tail. Just looks awesome, man. Look at that. You could get him like he's really, really like looking around. Fantastic. Let's keep posing. You could get him in an excellent stomping pose, like he's stomping on a plane or a building or something. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at the balance. Look what you could do with the tail. High praise for this figure, man. Look at that. Look at the action shots you could put this figure in. The posability is just off the charts. The legs on this, they function way better than the legs on the original 54. Like, this is definitely an upgraded version for that. Neck and head, so smooth. Tail, smooth. Legs, smooth. Fantastic. Look at that pose, man. Great, great, great figure. And you could get him nice and wide like this. You could spread the arms and the legs fairly wide. And while he's posed like this, I want to take the opportunity to show you the inside of the mouth, how well done the teeth and the tongue are. The tongue is painted a beautiful like blood red color, and it looks wet. It looks very, very realistic. The inside of the mouth is excellent, if you could see that there. Love that. And the eyes are always looking down at you. Spooky. They're looking down at you. They're looking at you from each direction, you know. So this looks great, man. Love it very, very much. But look at the inside of that mouth, man. That's hitting. Beautiful, beautiful teeth and tongue on this figure. This Godzilla wasn't a runner, you know what I mean? But you could get him in a nice running pose nonetheless. Or walking pose, whatever you want to call it. Looks great. I can't say enough about the tail on this figure. It just functions so nice. It's very soft, this tail, and moves well. As do the legs and the feet, you know. And the neck on this figure is great. Yeah, it's just good. But you can make him look like he's running, which is cool. Now, another part of this figure that's absolutely fantastic is the swimming pose that you could get it in. It's damn near perfect. You know, you could have him looking straight away with both arms back, both legs back, tail straight. That's the functionality of this figure. Kudos to Bandai for making something so poseable. Because look at that. Look at that swimming pose. That's fantastic. You hope that you could get everyone that straight to really make him look like he's swimming, but that's just beautiful. Fantastic, man. I love that. Of course, you could see here, I love the functionality of the head, where you can make it look to the side like that. Look at the bend on that. That looks great. Make it, giving the plane coming at him a side eye. Fantastic. The posability on this figure is beautiful, man. Look at that. It's so realistic looking. It's great. Very, very screen accurate here. I so love this figure. Awesome, man. Look at that pose. You can actually get Godzilla in a really nice crawling pose with this figure, which is great. Like, you know, like the way the legs bend back like that. That's super cool. You get him like in a nice down on one knee, about to like maybe climb out of the water or something type pose. Excellent, man. Look at that, bro. That's fucking cool. Yeah, this figure has excellent posability. You could do so much with it. Shout out to the way the legs move on this. Awesome. Now I also wanted to compare it with this little Bandai vinyl here that I bought from Ultrazilla at Kaiju Brooklyn, which is also the poster color version. It's a brown chocolatey little vinyl. And it's similar in shade and tone to this one. So, yeah, I figure I show that because this is basically the only two 54 poster color versions that I own right now. And this little Bandai vinyl is a nice one. I'll have to do a review on that. I bought that from Ultrazilla at Kaiju Brooklyn, but I don't really know the name of the series. If anybody knows, leave a comment in the I think it's a Bandai, and it's from 96. If anybody could give me the full name of the figure, I'll do a little more research and put out a review on it. I also thought it would be nice to compare this with the 1956 poster color version from NECA. So these are basically the two different. This is the 54 poster color version here, and the 56 poster color version, which is like a green and reddish pink with the orangish atomic breath. This is basically the 56 American poster and the 54 Japanese poster version. And yeah, I mean, not to take anything away from NECA, that's pretty cool and all, but we've definitely come a long way here, especially as far as the articulation is concerned. But they're both nice. I'm glad I have both of them in my collection. All right, now here I want to compare it with the 1954 original SH Monsterarts, which is like a black and white, grayish color and tone, so you can see it compared to the poster color version. This feels great. Godzilla's skin feels good. It's a little stiffer. It's a similar look to it, but definitely upgraded articulation on the new one. Softer and slightly more posable, but both of them look fantastic. I'm happy to have both of these. This was the only 54 SH Monsterarts, you know, up until this point. So I'm really happy that they made the poster color edition. That looks great. So yeah, we've definitely come a long way. This Godzilla, this version was my introduction to Godzilla. You know, 70-year anniversary. They won the Oscar for the 70th anniversary, you know, like Godzilla -1. So just great that Godzilla has stood the test of time. This version, this will always leave an impression on me. The darkness and somberness of that movie. How creepy it all looked as a kid. How scary Godzilla looked. And, you know, I just always go back and watch this movie. I'll watch both versions. I'll watch the Japanese version and I'll watch the 56 version with Raymond Burr. You know, because that's what we got. We got the 56 version in America here when I was a kid. I didn't get to see the 54 until later on. But I always saw the 54 poster, you know. And I think this is just... what a way to commemorate it from SH Monsterarts. And this is just another nice tail off the ground pose here with the atomic breath. But you just have to balance. There's no slot for it. You know what I mean? It's kind of slippery. You got to work it a little bit. And how about those dorsal plates, man? Can't say enough about those, too. They just pop. That bone color just pops amongst the browns and chocolates and plums. Looks fantastic, man. You know? This movie has stood the test of time, and, you know, the success that Godzilla's had over the last few years is just going to give us more movies. But we're always going to go back and reflect on this one because it's special. Thank you, SH Monsterarts. You did a great job here. And if you like this figure, go out there and get you some 70th anniversary Goji, baby. Peace out. Subscribe. Like the goddamn video. Peace.